A long time ago, a king called Azuka used to rule over a village called Nemo. The king had a daughter. The princess was beautiful. Her name was Mercy. Mercy was still young when her mother, the queen Nana, died due to some illness which attacked the community, and the queen lost her life. The king was sober, he was terrified, and he mourned his beautiful wife Nana for some months, which therefore the elders had to gather, told the king that he needed to marry a new wife to fill the post of the former wife Nana. He refused initially, but he also needed a new mother for his beautiful daughter Mercy. After some months of deliberation, the king Azuka got married. The second wife of the king was Chigo. She was also beautiful and proud. The new queen had a magic glass. The queen would wake up every morning, get ready, and ask the magic glass, Glasses, just tell me, who is the most beautiful in the world?" The glass would answer, "Of course, Queen Chigo is you. You are the most beautiful." The queen would have been very happy to hear this. With the passage of time, Mercy grew up to be a very beautiful lady. In fact, her beauty increased daily. One day, it happened that when the queen asked the glass as usual, "Who is the most beautiful?" the glass answered. He replied that Queen Chigo was indeed the most beautiful, but now your stepdaughter is most beautiful. In fact, it got Queen Chigo angry. Why will another person become more beautiful than I am? Because in her head, she thought that she was the only beautiful woman in the world. Ever since Queen Chigo became the queen of Nemo, she never liked Princess Mercy because of the closeness Princess Mercy had with her father, that is King Azuka. She tried every means possible to poison the king's heart against his beloved daughter, but none of it worked. So when the glass told her that Princess Mercy was indeed more beautiful than her, it got her so enraged, and she plotted her evil ways to eliminate Princess Mercy. Upon hearing the glass's answer, the queen became furious. She called her special servants and ordered them to take Princess Mercy to a distant forest and kill her. The servants, who were afraid of what the queen was going to do to them if they didn't adhere to their rules, they quickly ran and took the princess. When they got to the forest, they wanted to kill the princess, but one of the servants said, "Why don't we leave Princess? She has not done anything wrong to anybody in the palace. She has been a good child, very well mannered and respectful, just like her father and her late mother. Killing her will make us have innocent blood in our hands and might affect our generation. And going back to the village of Nemo might even make the queen to eliminate us so as not to have any evidences pointing at her." The servants all agreed and decided to free Princess Mercy. So instead of killing her, they let her wander through the forest. Princess Mercy, upon hearing about her stepmother's evil way, thanked the servant for saving her life and walked in the direction inside the dense forest, not knowing what the future will have for her. And then the slave servants who were sent to kill her decided to move to another village where the queen will not locate them. After going some distance, Princess Mercy saw a small hut. She entered the hut, went inside, and saw that there was no soul in the house. There was a very small table inside the house, and on this table they had 7 small chairs around it, while there were 7 small beds in one bedroom of the house. The princess immediately slept on one of them. After a long time, Princess Chigo woke up from her sleep and was surprised to see 7 little men standing around her, looking at her. Also surprised, there were 7 dwarves. They used to work in the diamond mine and have now returned home from work. They asked the princess what she was doing there and who she was. Princess Mercy narrated her story, how she lost her mother at a tender age of 2, and how her beloved father married her stepmother and she plotted to kill her. After hearing the story of Princess, the dwarf said to her, "Okay, you can now stay with us in this house and help us with our housework. But remember one thing, when we are not at home, we do not allow any stranger in the house. Don't let anybody come to the house." Princess Mercy agreed. Princess Mercy had a duty. She cleaned the house, she cooked food, and they were all happy because the dwarves needed someone to help them do all the things whenever they came back from the diamond mine tired. On the other hand, the servants sent a message across to Queen Chigo, telling the queen that they had killed the princess. So she was so happy. At last, nobody will be as beautiful as I am. The next day, she woke up and went to her glass and said, "Glass, glass, now tell me the most beautiful in this world. Who is it?" "Shishi," she said. "Of course, the princess is always the most beautiful, and she lives in a hut in the forest." Hearing this, the queen was very angry. "So, my beloved servants, they all lied to me. I am going to deal with them one after the other." The queen sought another evil means to kill the princess herself. Meanwhile, in the village, the king was angry and sad. In fact, he started mourning the loss of his beloved daughter, Princess Mercy. He sent his best servants to the forest to look for her, but to no avail, they couldn't find her. Queen Chigo pretended to care that she was still interested in looking for her stepdaughter, but deep within her, she didn't want Princess Mercy to come back. So the Queen Chigo disguised herself as a door-to-door seller and went to the forest herself. After some searching, the queen found the hut where Princess Mercy was staying. The queen knocked on the door of the hut, saw an old woman standing with a basket in the hand and beautiful ribbon in it. Princess Mercy's heart was drawn to the sight of the lovely ribbon colors, and she completely forgot the dwarf's forbidden rule never to let any stranger into the hut. She quickly opened the door for the old woman upon seeing the beautiful ribbon that she was carrying. She then asked the old woman, "What are you doing here in the middle of the forest?" Which she replied, "I have apples that I am selling. In fact, I am a saleswoman." Mercy was looking at her with suspicion, but her pity for the old woman got better of her. The queen, in disguise, told Mercy that she was selling the tastiest apples. Reluctant to take it at first, poor Princess Mercy fell into the trap and got enticed by the beautiful apple and the beautiful ribbon covering it. She merely took a bite of the poisoned apple and fell to the ground. The wicked queen cackled and went back to the palace. Once again, she was happy that she has finally eliminated Princess Mercy. The next day, she asked the mirror who was the fairest lady of all. This time, the mirror replied, "You, my queen," and she was very happy about it. When the dwarves returned from their work, they were shocked to see that Princess Mercy was lying dead on the floor. They shook her, tried talking to her, and began crying. They kept her safe inside a transparent glass coffin and made sure that one of them was always there to protect the coffin. Once it so happened that a prince who was passing by the forest saw the coffin. He had known and loved Princess Mercy, and when he saw her in the coffin, he asked the dwarves what exactly happened to her. After listening about the brutal incident, he requested the dwarves to hand him over the coffin. The dwarves initially denied giving the coffin, but the prince convinced them to give it to him. The prince opened the coffin and kissed Princess Mercy's hand. With the kiss of love, she woke up at once. The prince's love for Princess Mercy won over the wicked queen's hatred for her. People in and around the kingdom got to know about the queen's cruel act, and she was banished forever from the land by King Azuka. The princess, that is Princess Mercy, and the prince, Prince Ike, and the seven dwarf story provided about teaches us the essence of having faith and being kind. No matter how evil the force is against the kindness, the latter eventually emerge. Prince Ike took Princess Mercy home to her kingdom, and her father was so happy. In fact, he blessed the union, and they both married in a grand style. People came all over the world to celebrate the victorious love that conquered it all. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this beautiful story, please kindly give this video a thumbs up. Hit on the subscribe button and also turn on your post notification so that whenever I upload any new video, you will be among the first to watch it. Thank you very much for watching, and do have a lovely day ahead. Bye bye.